Welcome friends, I'm the Residency Guy, and for today's 10-minute tutorial, I'll show you how to create a recruitment day itinerary for a residency or fellowship. Welcome to Embolden Friends. I'm your host, the Residency Guy, and today I'm going to show you how to make an itinerary in Microsoft Word. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Word here. I'll just open up the app. And I'll make a basic itinerary for like a recruitment day, or you could use it, for all kinds of applications. I mean, first thing you want to do is actually title it. That's what I would do. So I usually make sure everything's like centered when I title something. That's my thing. You could title it the way you want though. Basically the way it will go is like, you know how the Jedi have they have Jedi Masters, they have Jedi Knights, and then they have Padawans. So that's kind of like how residency is. Like you'll have your masters who are the attendings, you have your knights, they're the residents, and then you have medical students, they're like Padawans. I guess our Padawans or medical students will be Padawans, medical students. So, who are some famous Padawans? Ahsoka. So these are the 3 Padawans, right? When I have the faculty interview, I'll lay out the day. Let's say they're gonna arrive at 8 a.m. All right, so let's set up the itinerary really quick. So then I'll have, we could do it sessions. You could start the interviews right after, or it could be, if we were in person, we would say after the overview, 9 a.m. tour. Who better to give them a tour than the best pilot in the galaxy? Okay, so there's a tour around the galaxy. This should last, 45 minutes. So let's say 9:45 a.m. Next step, could have like a coffee break. Then 10 a.m. interview sessions. Now this is the part of the day that can make or break you. So what I like to do is first thing I'll do is insert like a table. So you'll go to your toolbar up here, go to insert, go to table. You can pick how big you want your table to be. So let's say I set it up this way, time and attendings. So I wouldn't have a day that long. I mean, typically you got 3 applicants, and I would make it about 4 long. So that way you could fit your faculty in line 1. You basically have this block be blank. 1, 2, 3 faculty members. Then it'll scroll over, right? So we have 3 applicants. So we'll only need 3 faculty unless they're doing, way more faculty interviews. But then the more interviews you go, the longer it's going to have to get on this side too, because it's going to take more time. So unless they're doing tandem interviews, you could do it that way, where it's 2 faculty members and so interview sessions. So this, like I said, this cell right here is blank. Or no, you know what? I'll put faculty. And then below it, you're gonna put their names. So I will put, who's gonna interview these Padawans, these lucky Padawans. So I would say Dr. Yoda, I guess, would be the chair. Dr. Windu, who is the PD. And then Dr. Kenobi, he's the APD. You set it up kind of like that. You could even put like their titles. I'll show you a few little tricks that you can use to maximize space and things like that. So, then, across the top, keep it organized. So we know that the interview starts at 10 o'clock. Let's say we're going to make them on the long side, half-hour interviews. So you'll say 10 o'clock. Go to the next cell. 10:30. One thing that drives me crazy is having everything up in the field. So 11 o'clock. 11:30. Something like that. Okay. So far, so good. Now, here's what I like to do. It makes it almost foolproof and infallible, because you can't get it confused if you start typing in these blocks. So let me see if I...
See, that's the thing, on the Windows version of Word, there's a lot more options. The Mac version, you don't have as many, so I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah, who's the other guy's name? Ezra. I should use Ezra, but I don't think Kanan was ever a knight, was he? His training got cut short. So,
this is a thing that I invented that I call candy striping. So basically, it'll follow this kind of pattern. Come on, Phil. Let's color it red. And I like the dark screen because it's better on my eyes. So Ahsoka is she's gonna join the dark side. She's gonna be red. So take her, copy, paste. Oops. If you make a mistake, Control Z. That's the fastest way to get rid of it. Paste. Paste. Okay. So then, let's take Barris Offie. Right. So she's gonna follow that same kind of pattern, and almost picture this as this. Like I said, it's like a candy cane. So where would the stripe begin on this side to kind of loop around and go that way? So in my brain, it looks 3-dimensional, even though it's 2-dimensional. It's weird. But anyway, so I'm gonna paste good old Barris in here. And then right here. Right? Now, it's an easy day. We only have 3 applicants, so I would take Kanan and, just put him in. We got process of elimination. So he occupies the last 3 blocks. It's kind of like that. Okay. Oh, one thing I did forget that I do want to mention is transition time. So you want to give them time to kind of wind down between interviews. Not too much downtime though. That's the one thing you want to avoid, is a lot of downtime. Nobody wants to come to your place and just sit around. You got to have a lot of stuff already scheduled for them. So you want transition time between the slots. As I mentioned, just to give them time to wind down. Plus, they're doing a lot of talking. 10:30 to 10:55. Then 11 to 11:25, just to make it even and fair. Let's say you have a scenario where, Dr. Windu called out. Well, no, that would be bad. The PD has to be there actually. I would think so. Anyway. Some cases they don't even interview though. It just depends. So let's make a whole nother table here. We'll go 4 wide. This time 3 deep. Because somebody called out. So do the same thing. I'm gonna copy and paste all of this over. Oh, you know what? It's not gonna do it. Let me do it this way. So Dr. Kenobi caught a bug or something and now he's out. So. Okay. So that's basically what you do. They'll get 2 interviews now. But the system is so tight and so infallible that notice everybody gets their 3 interviews, nobody overlaps. You don't have the same person in the same column. That's what you never want to happen in a recruitment day. Picture the column. The column, there should be no duplicates in this column ever. Because if it is, then you got, one person trying to be in 2 places at the same time, and that's impossible. To do with the rest of the day, they've been here since 8 is 12. That's 4 hours, really. You could do lunch. They're right in time for noon lecture. And then, adios, 1 p.m. And that's it. Now, if you're doing it virtually, I know how to do all of this virtually, actually. I can show you how to do lunch virtually with DoorDash gift cards. That's actually a pretty dope and slick thing to do. You say lunch with the residents. That's really, really a good move. They could have lunch virtually. If they synchronize their meal to be there all at the same time, what that does is that builds camaraderie between the group. Those are little things you can't put on a resume, but they definitely make a difference. And there you go. So, I'm gonna compile this into a 10-minute tutorial, but this is in a nutshell how you make a recruitment day. So if you're feeling emboldened, like, comment, share, and subscribe.